Kangujam. I'm 9 years old. I'm an Indian climate activist and the founder of the Child Movement. Thank you so much, Hansraj College, for inviting me here to speak in this TEDx program. When I was just around 4 years old, I accompanied my dad for raising funds for the victims of the deadly massive Nepal earthquake of 2015, where more than 10,000 people died and lakhs of people got injured. We went to Nepal all the way from India by the road to drop the foodstuff, medicine, clothes, etc. for the victim children and families. I get scared when I see on television people suffering and dying due to lack of awareness. I cry when I see children losing their parents or people becoming homeless due to danger of disasters. My country has many disasters like earthquake, flood, landslide, etc. That was the first time where I learned the words climate change and natural disasters. But I couldn't realize what exactly it is as I was a small baby that time. Now I realize that this could be the main reason why I'm concerned about the planet and our future. We don't treat our planet with love and respect it deserves. In July 2018, when I was just 6 years old, I get a chance to attend one United Nations disaster conference in Mongolia. It was my life-changing event. After return back from Mongolia in July 2018, I've started my organization called the Child Movement to call the world leaders to take immediate climate action to save our planet and our future. I also met United Nations Secretary General and Greta Thunberg during that program, and I have met many world leaders in there. I've also heard many speeches from our leaders that they will do this, will do that, will tell them not to do, will hear all your voice, we will. But at the end, COP25 was failed, just waste of time and money spending for 2 weeks in one of the most expensive city of the world. In the World Economic Forum 2020, we told our leaders to abandon the fossil fuel economy. Let's stop telling something and doing something. Children are more smart and more concerned than our leaders. We want climate action now without wasting any more time. And Greta Thunberg greatly influenced me in February 2019. Since then, at Parliament House of India, I'm standing and I'm telling to our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, and our MPs to pass the climate change law as soon as possible from the paper to become action. If they pass this climate change law, then we can control the carbon emission and greenhouse gases. And you can just see in Delhi how air pollution is so dangerous and even children can't move out of the home. I'm worried about the health of the school children and small babies. Government announced that there would be holidays for 3 days, again for 5 days, 10 days, but this is not a solution. Our leaders are just busy in blaming each other instead of finding a long-term solution. They are just taking the speech, they are not doing any action. I want our world leaders to do more action, otherwise our future and our planet would be dying soon. They must act now to save our planet and our future. You can just see in Arctic and Himalayas how icebergs are melting twice as fast than ever before. And our sea level is increasing and the earth is becoming very hot. I'm worried about the future of our planet. And many biodiversity hotspots become climate hotspots now. I think you all heard in the news about Australia bushfire. More than billions of animals has died, millions of trees has gone, and really very sad. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't even take my food. Many children lost their homes, but this is the real effect of climate change. Our leaders don't have time to listen to us. Why they don't hear all our voice? But this is the real climate emergency. They must act now to save our planet and our future. And I have three main demands to our leaders and the government to change the system. Number first is to pass this climate change law. If they pass this climate change law, then we can control the carbon emission and greenhouse gases. And also it will give the climate justice to the poor vulnerable people who are victims of climate change. Number second is to include climate change as a compulsory subject in a school education curriculum. If they included climate change as a compulsory subject in a school education curriculum, then we can fight the climate change from the grassroots, and it will also help to teach our world leaders about their own children and grandchildren, because they can't believe in science and climate change is real. Number third is children must plant minimum 10 trees every year to pass their final examination. In India, there are 350 million students. If 350 million students plant minimum 10 trees every year, in India, there are 350 million students. If 350 million students plant minimum 10 trees every year, then we would plant 3.5 billion trees. Trust me, India will be green in after 5 years. Today, I want to share something with everyone living in this world from my little heart. We all know we are facing a pandemic on one side and flood, drought, heat waves, cyclones, etc. on another side. Now, this is the time to wake up. This is the time to open up our eyes. This is the time to send your children and grandchildren to fight for the survival and for their own future. The best gift parents can give to their children is not a beautiful house, expensive cars, lots of money. The best gift you can give to your children is a beautiful planet. To give this planet, you have to empower yourself. If you can empower yourself, then you can empower your family. If you can empower your family, then you can empower your neighborhood. If you can empower your neighborhood, then you can empower your community. If you can empower your community, then you can empower your state. If you can empower your state, then you can empower your country. If you can empower your country, then you can empower the whole world. Empowerment means independent. Independent means freedom. Freedom is when you can protect your land and environment. Freedom is when you can protect your children's future, culture, and health. Freedom is when no one can discriminate you on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, or any other differences. Freedom is when you can read and write. Freedom is when you are out of hunger. Freedom is when we are all together in this fight. Fight for your freedom. And today I have a small message to all the children of the world. Children must tell the parents that they should not cut trees. If they cut one tree, then plant minimum 10 or 20 trees. Don't use car or bikes every time, and children must tell the parents that they should walk if it's nearby, or they can use the bicycle. Please do not use single-use plastic at your home, and please don't throw garbage or plastic on streets, ocean, rivers, seas, or any other places. Yeah, thank you. Jai Hind. Sanale ba Manipur nahi aate. Thank you once again.